By switching from diesel to natural gas, companies like Metrobus will save about $2 a gallon, more money for them to put back in their pocket. For students in the automotive program here at St. Cloud Technical College, they will be able to use state-of-the-art equipment on vehicles like this one. There just simply isn't enough parking space. It's here on the Mississippi River that bandmates Joe and Justin found their inspiration for their Grammy-winning album. The city of Cold Spring is still in shock after the shooting of Officer Tom Decker, and with the release of the suspect Ryan Larson, it was difficult to attend the funeral when justice has yet to be served. Yesterday, Officer Decker was laid to rest with 3,200 friends, family, and fellow officers by his side. Last night's vigil for Tom Decker, a murder that has shaken up an entire community. Cameras were not allowed inside the actual vigil, but were able to capture the emotions of many at the memorial. It's the sound of mourning and bittersweet as people gathered to remember fallen officer Tom Decker.
Because he's a young man that should have not lost his life this way.
Decker was shot twice and killed last Thursday after attending a welfare call for a man that was concerned of committing suicide.
He was a policeman in Watkins for, I don't remember what the years were, a couple of years. Didn't know the family personally. My one daughter worked with his brother for 5 years at the subway here in Cold Spring. And it's just a tragedy that not any parent would have to go through, or anybody.
The vigil was set outside Winter's Funeral Home in Cold Spring, organized by local community member Lisa Stuckey.
He responded to a 911 call that I placed about a year ago. I thought I had an intruder, and I didn't, fortunately, but he just impressed me with how he handled it and how brave he was and how he made me feel not silly for making a call that didn't need to be made.
As everyone tried to make sense of Decker's death, Elaine Wheeley explains to her granddaughter about Decker's death.
Just, where do you think he is? And which star is his? I said, that one right over there. That bright star. I said, he's looking down on us. I said, and he's watching and that. So I said, we have to look up to that bright star and know that he's up there and looking down at everybody and say, thank you for coming for me.
Most of Cold Spring will remember him not only as a police officer, but a community member and friend. Decker's funeral will be held at St. John's Abbey and University Church in Collegeville at 11 a.m. He will be buried at St. Nicholas Catholic Cemetery. It's the first of its kind, a new conversion first seen by Minnesota and here in St. Cloud.
We're just looking at the prospect of doing something cleaner, more environmental friendly.
Metrobus's conversion to natural gas is being used as a way to protect the environment and save money.
It's a good investment for the future. I believe that's a big trend right now, and a lot of places are trying to go green.
The company has been researching alternative fuel for the past 3 years and believed to have found their solution towards a better operation.
Well, if it works here, it'll go to Minneapolis, St. Paul, Rochester, Duluth. It'll spread quickly.
The $3.3 million grant will cover 80% of the cost for renovation. $1.8 million will go towards a new fueling station, and another $2.4 million will be spent on another renovation for a new facility. The other 20% will be covered by local capital dollars budgeted by Metrobus.
Because part of our grant is upgrading our heating and ventilation systems for the building that was, this primary facility was built in 1985.
Compressed natural gas is highly flammable, and because of that, we have to have a different ventilation system in the building where the buses are housed and maintained.
By switching from diesel to natural gas, companies like Metrobus will save about $2 a gallon, more money for them to put back in their pocket.
We currently have 10 New Flyer buses in our large bus fleet. This happens to be a Gillig bus, but New Flyer is 7 miles away from here. They're local.
The new fleet of buses are expected to be ready by this time next year. Reporting from St. Cloud, Alyssa Chrisinger, UTVS News. It started out as two kids growing up in the mountains of Colorado. Since the age of 3, Joa Maylander and Justin Lansing have been playing music together and have formed the children's band we know today as the Okie Dokie Brothers.
Yeah, so growing up in Denver, we played music together. Throughout high school, we were in a number of different bands. We played a lot of family events just by being a bluegrass band, and we realized that we liked playing interactive music that kids could participate in.
It worked so well for what we do because, our songs kind of headed that way towards playing for kids, and since we had our shared childhood, we could be kind of an example for kids.
It's here on the Mississippi River that bandmates Joe and Justin found their inspiration for their Grammy-winning album.
Actually, our publicist submitted our album for the consideration in the first round, but there are about 125 other albums that are submitted, and then from there it's voted on by the Grammy members to pick 5 nominees.
And to their surprise, took home the Grammy for Best Children's Album.
Value of what was going on in the Staples Center was so cool. It was awesome to be there, and the after parties were really fun. We got to go to the Lifetime Achievement Awards, and that was cool. But really, it was nice people, and it wasn't too uncomfortable for us,
For the new album, Joe and Justin plan to hit the Appalachian Mountains not only to write songs about camping and hiking, but to pay tribute to their bluegrass roots. Alyssa Chrisinger, UTVS News.